by the judgment of our previous acquisition efforts, that's a pretty aggressive mark. What's the thinking behind that?
Well, I'll tell you, for me, it's too damn slow. Seriously. I mean, you know, we've got to have a sense of urgency about getting this stuff out there. I'm encouraged by what we're seeing with that capability, and I understand the complexities of it. And for us in the Navy, it's a very complex environment to bring an airplane dependent on control networks into a pretty extensive electromagnetic environment like we have in our carriers, but even beyond our carriers. And so I'm not minimizing the challenge, but we really need to lean into that and look at, you know, how can we do it more quickly. Obviously, we can't do things that are, you know, just outlandishly foolish, but we've got to get that capability out there, because I think it can make a huge difference. It can make a huge difference in the areas in which we can operate. It can make a terrific difference in simply the dwell that we can get out of those systems, but it can also fundamentally change how we operate naval aviation. Because I think any of us who have sailed on board a carrier know that you spend a lot of time, you know, doing carrier quals. Even when we're ashore, we do a lot of training in our outlying fields to be able to ensure that our young men and women come safely aboard the ship. And with unmanned systems, you can do away with a lot of that. Now, the one thing I would also add is that as rapidly as we want to engage with the unmanned systems on carriers, we are also moving forward with an incredible capability in the Joint Strike Fighter. And we've got to get to that airplane. And I see in the future, in the early 20s, you know, my desire is that we have both manned and unmanned operating off of our aircraft carriers in a very, very effective way. And these three gentlemen in the front row are going to make it all happen, and they're going to also tell me they're going to do it before 2018. So, anyway.